Well, hello, everybody. I'm just running behind as usual. But welcome. Give me a second here to get some of these banners off. I just had to take an inhaler. Woohoo! Quite a head rush there. Let's see, how do I get this out? I'm horrible at trying to figure this stuff out. Okay. And, well, hello. Howdy. One and all. Hello. It's been a hot minute, right? That's right. Here we are, yet again. We meet again, my friend. Inhaler. Allergies, inhaler. No. There's a nasty taste in the mouth. Hey, Retta Rose, thanks for hopping aboard. I noticed that you just liked my page. Whatever. Hey, Stacy, good to see you. Christine, Emma. Yeah, I'm doing better. I'm going to be over on Spiritual Psychics TV on Tuesday, my normal slot. It's a bi-weekly show. If you are not familiar with it, right? It's over there on YouTube, and it's a UK production. And sorry, this song by the Scissor Sisters was like driving me bat crazy. Okay, anyway, so I come on at I think it's 3:30 my time. Eastern Standard Time, and in the UK that's 8:30, or is it 5:30? It's 5:30 for me because I go on at 10:30 over there. There we go. Because I was like, wait, that just doesn't sound right. But hey, guys, I have a podcast that I started. You heard that right. I have a podcast. And right about now, it's like, what? Why do you start a podcast? Well, because I want to incorporate the ideas of a lot of people I know, artists, why they do their art, a different philosophy, different things like that. That's not just for a visual, but while you're doing something, cooking, whatever, and you're busy or just doing the laundry, you can listen to it, right? If you're jogging, you can listen to it. Whatever you're doing, you can listen to it. And I've been lining up some people to have on. Hey, Di. Good to see you. Hi, Danielle. And so, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And let me I'm actually not on my StreamYard page at the moment, so I don't know if you can see me or not. But I'm back. But this is it's on Spotify. The podcast is already on Spotify, and it's on 6 different platforms. And I've only done 2 episodes. Whatever. Has to start somewhere, right, people? The first one was a minute because it was basically my TikTok video that I transferred into audio only for a card of the day. And then the second one, I just did. But this is the link to the homepage over on Anchor, so you can read more about it. And you can also leave messages Like once you listen to the episode, you can respond and I will get that audio file and I may incorporate it into the podcast and kind of create a topic around it. So I thought my guides are kind of pushing me to do it, and I don't know why. Am I still going to be doing lives and everything? Yeah, I'm like, as if I'm not spread too thin already, right? But that's me. I mean, if you don't know me, well, what you see is what you get with me, pretty much, okay? So that is over there in the little comments. That is the webpage for it. But you can find it on Spotify and on, God, I can't even remember all of them. Something like Breaker and something else, and I don't know. I'm having trouble getting it on Google, but hey, Amy. But I'm going to have some artists on, some artist friends of mine who used to work at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City, where I used to work. And we're going to talk about why we do art, the spirituality behind it. Because there are a lot of, because there's a lot of spirituality in art. There is. I know that. Hey, Kathleen, good to see you. It's been a while. And Amy, my sister, if you're wondering what she's talking about over there with her ice cream, she's having ice cream delivered. I bet it's butter pecan. Butter pecan. Anyway. But anyway, there's so much spirituality and different beliefs that are all wrapped up in painting and sculpture, etc. Any form of art, right? So me, having gone to art school, worked in the Butler Institute of American Art, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I've got in galleries and you name it, and being on the board of directors for the Brooklyn Waterfront Artists Coalition when I lived in Brooklyn, New York. I can go on and on and on here, people, all while doing palmistry. So there is this parallel between the two that hasn't really been discussed. So I'm going to, we'll see how it goes. So check it out. Your ice cream, DoorDash. Oh my God. I don't think they have DoorDash in the UK, Amy. God. Anyway, so how is this new moon faring for all of you? I'm serious about that. I mean, did you see? I actually stole a meme or meme, however you say it, from, I think, the huge business magnate that she is called Sage Goddess. I stole one of her memes and put it on my Facebook page. And it's the one with, it's a still from the Elton John movie, and it has Elton John as the Moldavite driving the car. I think he's driving the car. And then the other guy is supposed to represent all the other crystals at the moment. Yeah, that pretty much says it all about what's going on right now, energetically. And in case any of you did listen to my card of the day yesterday, because I don't think I posted it anywhere except for as a podcast. This was it. I kept it out. And kept it out to show you guys. Because this says it all perfectly. First off, do we know what Moldavite is? I want you guys to look up Moldavite, right? A lot of people, it's too strong for a lot of people. The vibration, the frequency, it'll make people jittery. It'll make people confused. It'll be like, get that thing away from me, right? But that is what's happening right now with a lot of people, but in a good way, including myself. Obviously, I'm doing a podcast now, right? What? But it's a time, because this new moon is in Pisces, and we got Neptune, and we also have, believe it or not, we have Jupiter doing a thing, and we also have Venus doing a thing. This is like opportunity after idea, after input from spirit, after input from ancestor, after input from your past, after, like, when I pulled this card yesterday, I was just like, yeah. What I just said, that's all these little light bulbs. A light bulb going off over somebody's head. New ideas, new growth, new, like, picking up that thing that we left behind 20, 30 years ago, and all of a sudden it pops up in our head again, like, wait, what? Why did I stop that? That's happening right now. Or why did I stop talking to that person? Or, we're starting to see reactions, relationships, I should say, reactions to relationships, and all this stuff that's going on between people and why it's happening. We're having a different understanding of it because of this particular new moon and how everything is lined up. I could go on and on here, folks, but if you didn't listen to my freaking podcast that I'm trying to sell on here, okay? Podcast. This was the Page of Swords. Now, the next card in this particular deck, because this is that wonderful deck I've been using, which is the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. Okay. So the next card is actually the Knight. So this is the Messenger. How apropos, right? Given everything that's going on right now. So you have all these ideas that you're holding on to. And even though this is a sword card, a conflict card, look at how you're using your sword. You're using it to get to the other side. You're using it as a bridge. Tempting fate a little bit. Yeah. Because you're also doing it on your tiptoes. I don't know. Whatever. And you have these little guys flying around there, those little peregrines. Anyway. Know when to look before you leap. You understand what I'm saying? If you notice, she is actually pulling the book away to see, hey, wait a minute, what's down there? How close am I to the edge? You understand? So yeah, you're going back to the drawing board with those things that you've left behind, or you're seeing things with a different set of glasses on, different perspective about stuff going on around you. And you might meet with a little bit of frustration and confrontation from others because this is a sword card. That's why the next card is the Knight, meaning you got to start defending yourself, right? But you don't have to. So right now, and I haven't even pulled the card for today. I'm going to do that in a little bit, even though it's nighttime. But right now. Start explaining. And if you feel like you can't explain, write it down. Look, I have a notebook. I'm writing crap down again. Yes, I know. Hallelujah. All that, right? I'm dropping stuff everywhere. I don't know what's going on. But that's what yesterday's card was. And I was like, oh, that is so great. That was just so great. And the yellow and everything. Sacral. Not sacral, I'm sorry. The solar plexus. It's yellow. It's kind of like where you get the wind knocked out of you, you know? If you get the wind knocked out of your sails by an air card, aka swords. You understand? You following here, people? Following here? All right. So this is how this works. I know a couple of you guys. Yeah. Hey, Christine, did you get something in the mail? And I'm yelling. Why am I yelling? It's my inhaler. It's a steroid inhaler. I'm going to start pulling cards for people. I'm going to keep it kind of brief tonight. Battle armor. Yeah, see, Moldavite got so expensive. I mean, you could get it, like, no problem, really. Maybe like 20 years ago, because everybody was like, it's just the weird olivey looking kind of stone, right? But somebody did a freaking TikTok on it. TikTok's got, what, like 180 million users or something like that? It's crazy. And, well, there went that. Now, crystal shops and even like supply, you know, the warehouses, this is stuff where the shops go to get their crystals from, and even the mines themselves, it's like impossible to find anymore. So there are huge wait lists for it, etc., etc. And if you can get, and there's a lot of fake out there, so be careful. I mean, I've seen some fake, and it's they have perfected the color. Let's just put it that way. Christine, you haven't I'm gonna have to check your mail. Check your mail, Christine. Not the moment, but check your mail. Guys, listen, if you could do me a favor and share the crap out of this. And click, I guess you got to click a bell now. And it's just the nasty side of doing this, right? But that's good. That's good, Di. But yeah, please share. Get the word out. Hey, now listen, everybody. Retta, you're up. You're getting the card. I hope you're still here. If you're still here, say, yes, I'm here. Or else I'm going to start saying Bueller. And I know how much everybody loves me quoting Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So, Retta, are you here? Retta, can you hear me? Retta. She's getting a card anyway. Retta Rose. Yes. There we go. All right. Hello. You're getting a card, Retta. It's a tarot card. Quick reading. Okay. Loretta, did you get banned? Lainey, you gotta talk to Amy. She knows how to get around that. Retta Rose. I like that, Loretta. Okay. No wonder I was drawn to give you a card. Okay. Aye, Loretta. Nine of Swords. We all know what the next card is, right? Because I pulled the Swords. The next card is where the worst has been done. So the Nine of Swords is that step right before it where you're already beginning to feel the loss, where you're beginning to see the actions that have been done, the actions that are taking place, the actions that are just naturally according to the laws of the land, the laws of the universe are going to happen. It's kind of like that wheel, and I'm not talking about the game show, but the Wheel of Fortune card, right? Where it's just like, that's just how it's going to go. That's the overall feeling with this particular card, which is why it's such a heavy card. Now, what you may or may not be able to see, though, but with this particular deck and this interpretation of it, right, for this deck, is that there's very faintly drawn. She is actually sitting up on the edge of a bed, hence the pillow. So, again, Loretta, my friend, are you paying attention to your signs? Are you paying attention to your dreams? Are you paying attention to the dreams that you're having, especially right now with this new moon? Because this is that moment of contemplation, that moment of like, where everything that has been just kind of lucid is kind of solidifying. Okay? We're breaking through, and it's going to come to a point. This is a conflict card. And we have spirit. Spirit is involved. Pay attention. I don't know, Loretta. For some reason, I want to ask you, have you actually been talking to somebody that is your guide? Are you actually... Okay. Are I put this, like the identification of a guide, right? Are you able to identify that you have a guide again? Because I know you and I have talked about a few things, quite a lot of things actually. But I just want to tell you, and this is actually from the other side, that you, this sounds so freaking placating, but you are not alone. The chips are going to fall where they're going to fall. But you are not alone. And I know that sounds like the pep talk that I end every little freaking live I do with. But that is not coming from me. That I'm actually hearing that. Do you follow? All right. I mean, you can see it for yourself right here. You have help. All you have to do is ask. It's that simple. And I also, I'm being told to forgive yourself. And yeah, you and I have had conversations. But this is not from me. I swear to you, Loretta, this is not from me. You have been asking. I don't know. I hope that your mama, sorry, I keep getting messages on my cell phone. I have it on vibrate, but it's up against my inhaler. No, your mama, Loretta. I don't, obviously I don't know her, right? And you have been asking for help on the other side, right? Well, she's saying she's not gonna. She's saying she said it's up to you. You got to forgive yourself first. And that's the first step. And she also saying you got to walk in your own shoes. I don't know, but she's there to help. But she wants you to do this before she will step in. But she is there. She is watching. She is there. And she's sending you signs in your dreams. She's sending you signs everywhere around you. Pay attention to the little things. Pay attention to your dreams. And listen, Loretta, I know you, lady. If I have to start writing stuff down again, and I know if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. I tell a lot of people to write things down. Well, it's a pain in the butt for me to do it because life happens and you get distracted. Well, if I can do it, so can you, Loretta, okay? But you got to walk in your own shoes right now. And you have to forgive yourself. I'm telling you what she said. But I'm telling you also what I'm being told by her is that all you got to do is ask. I hope that makes sense to you, Loretta. I hope that makes sense. She's kind of angry. Was she kind of angry? I'm going to set my phone somewhere else because it's just annoying. Does she have a very, shall we say, temperamental, shall I say. Yeah, short fused. Well, right now she is. Right now she is. Right now she is, Loretta. Okay. And she said that when she spoke, you had to listen. Meaning that oh my God. She just said, for God's sake. For God's sake. I'm not saying things properly for her. She's in a mood, right? This is weird. She said, for God's sake. I'm not saying it the way she's saying things. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm just a passenger. I'm just a passenger on this car tonight. Yeah. Okay. No. She says that when she spoke, you knew to listen. And it's not just because, like, I see what you said, that she was the head of the family. It's that respect. So she did, I'm going to tell you, she did have a short fuse, but she pushed it down, and she doesn't want that for you. She wants you to forgive yourself. And you got to walk in your own shoes, and you got to walk that path, and you have to see things through to the end, the things that have been done, the things that are coming. That's why you got the 9 of Swords. This is what I'm being told. Okay? So just buckle up. Now, this is me. Buckle up. It's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride. Write it all down. And once the dust settles, then say, okay, I'm ready. Can I have some help? And she's going to be there. And she said, now there you go. So that's exactly what she said to me. But she wants you to, quote, walk in your own shoes. Don't know. Oh, if that helps, Lorena. You know, you can hit me up anytime. Message me, whatever. Okay? But she swallowed and took on a lot. And she is a very fierce woman, whether or not you realized it or not. Hey, Beth. Way down deep. Way down deep. And by the way, she's not alone. Somebody around her that smokes a lot. It's another woman. Don't know what that's about. Okay. All right. Let's scroll through here. Emma. You still here? I know you're over there in the UK. Yeah, think about it, Loretta. Emma, are you buckled in? Have you checked for your emergency exits? Have you checked your safety pamphlet in the pocket of the chair in front of you? Moonlight. Ugh. Well, it's a woman that's probably like, I don't know who this is. Just to get back to Loretta for a quick sec, I'm calling you M. Like I've known you all my life, Emma. Right. Now, and I'm jealous you're in Scotland, lady, okay? We've talked about this. All right. Now, this woman is probably like, I don't know, in her 50s. And she smokes a lot. She smoked a lot. I don't know if you have anybody, any relative like on the other side, but that's who she's talking to. Like they're having a little debate right now about everything I said to you. So there you go. I'm going to leave it at that. Leave it at that. Okay. Your aunt, oh, your Aunt Linda. Oh, okay. Well, they're having a debate. Okay, so Emma. Sunny Scotland. I know this is like way up and out on a little, excuse my ignorance of like Europe here and the UK and everything, but a thing about the Isle of Skye popped up on my feed and I was just like, oh, I was drooling. I was just like, want to go. I want to go to the Isle of Skye. Your dad calls you M? Oh, okay. Good. Loretta, it's nice to be talked about. Well, they're talking about you, Loretta. All right, M. I'm getting a card. I think we're actually supposed to get snow. I don't know if Amy's still on here. She can tell you all about the weather. We got stories, she and I, about walking third of a mile up the hill. Oh, God. Amy, if you're here, make me stop. Absolutely, we're going to see where this all goes. I pull cards wherever I'm kind of nudged, we'll say, to go. And right now, Emma, and I called her M, so it must be her dad that is kind of saying, pull a card. Your pet says, even if your dad's alive, it's your family's energy, okay? Because I read energy, okay? Amy is doing this right now. That's how traumatized we are about weather, everybody, okay? The word snow, it would have physical effects on my dad if the weatherman were to say it's going to snow. It's always gorgeous in Florida, die. It's always gorgeous in Florida. Now here, it's like one day it's 70 and the next it's like 30. That's where we're at right now. It's a free-for-all. That's basically spring in Ohio. So Emma, M, your card. I'm being told to pull from the middle. So I'm actually going to cut the deck. I'm going to show you I'm cutting the deck. I'm putting the deck back. Oh. Oh, Emma. Hey, Carla. Good to see you. What was I saying about energy? Seven of Wands. Fire card. Now. And what was I saying earlier about the solar plexus? Right? That's where you get, it's right below the heart chakra, right? And that's like a little bit below the sternum. Boom, solar plexus. So, how's this new moon affecting you, Em, huh? How you feeling? You have any ideas, or do you feel like you need to be more introspective into yourself or kind of isolate a little bit? Because there are a lot of ideas just waiting for you to open your eyes and see them. It's time to act. It's time to, actually take action, I should say. And as we see, one wand is gonna burst your bubble. Hello. They're like poking you, hey, in there, okay? Now, solar plexus. Okay. Your self-esteem. You are stronger than you think you are. You are. You are stronger than you think you are. You have to cut this out. Okay. Lots of ideas. All right. And the self-esteem. All right. So, right now, your self-esteem, the solar plexus, everything, right? My suggestion to you is that you actually do some sound frequency work. And I might have actually told you that before. But here's the thing with that, is that if you go to like something online and listen to a recording of it, like on Spotify or YouTube or something, right? It actually filters out some of the resonance. So it doesn't have the full effect that frequency would have on you if you were sitting in front of a singing bowl right beside it. You understand? So, I'm going to send you some Reiki with your permission to help your solar plexus. You okay with that? Do you know what Reiki is? Do you know what Reiki? Bueller. Emma's in Scotland, everybody. There's a delay. Okay. Because you're ready. You are ready. It's kind of like I was having a discussion with, I should post what she just said. It's kind of like I was just having this conversation with my sister. Okay. She has gone from like 0 to 60 in 1 second when it comes to like speed, like in a car, acceleration rate, right? And whereas I've gone to like 0 to 60 in maybe 2 seconds, right? There's a lot going on, and you might feel like you have to play catch up. But you have been sitting and soaking it all in and thinking about things for so long that if you don't take action and work with one of these ideas that you have going on in your head, it's just going to be thrust upon you. And then you're going to be like, oh, hell. Oh, whoa, okay. I was watching this thing last night with this reader. Damn it, I can't remember his name. And he was explaining the difference between guides and working with angels. And he said that that's interesting that I would think about that. Huh. Well, I want to tell you what he said because maybe something applies here. Okay? The spot. Yeah. Now, a guide, they're always there, right? And you ask for help, they'll do it. Whereas angels, because they are like way up there on the echelon of things, right? They don't really care. I mean, they care, right? And they're good and they're pure, right? But in order to get you to where you need to be, if you are not doing it and you're just like that hamster on that wheel or sitting there with your eyes closed for too long, it's probably an angel who has this one wand here that's going to be, okay, we're popping this bubble right now. We're getting rid of this son of a bitch. And then you're like, wait, what? You know, that's going from 0 to 60 in 1 second. That's how working with angels work, and that's how angels work with us. Whereas guides are kind of like, oh, you know, hey, I'll help you out. I'll help you see things. I'll help you, you know, etc., etc. And angels will also level the playing field and push things in such a way that you get to a point where there's nowhere else to go but in the direction that you are meant to go in, the growth that you need to attain, the growth that you need to go through, that you will have to go through it, whether or not you saw it or not. So it's about perception. It's about your self-esteem. It's about your self-worth. And it's about how you believe in you. You understand? Open your eyes and do it. Whatever one it is. Right. Yeah, actually. Because if we want to talk about a ranking system, angels are way up there in the echelon, right? Especially if you start working with like archangels and stuff. And spirit guides are like friends, family members, stuff like that, right? So it's a whole different element depending upon what your personal spirituality beliefs are. And I'm sorry I got off on a tangent there with Christine because she was like, wow, really? Okay. And let's see what Emma has to say. I'm not sure. I'm not aware of the difference. I think I'm aware of spirit around me most of the time. Well, I have the Little Miss Muffet nursery rhyme going off in my head right now, and I don't know why. Maybe because she's sitting on a tuffet. You understand? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider, sat down beside her, and frightened Miss Muffet away. Don't get frightened away from the growth and the experiences that you are meant to have in this life. Do it. There is no wrong answer here, Emma, okay? There is no wrong answer, and there's no wrong way of doing it, okay? But you got to believe in you. So I'm going to send you some Reiki energy with your permission for your solar plexus, and I'll do that later tonight, okay? That's your card. Now, that took forever and a day. Let's see, what's going on here? Right. Okay. A whole other plane I need to try to connect. They're there all the time and wonder what they want to tell me. Maybe it's not that they want you to hear them, but that they want you to hear you. They sit back. You understand? They sit back. You have so many ideas inside your mind right now, and so many twists and turns that your life could take right now, Emma. I don't know what's going on, but you pick one path from that fork that is in front of you. You pick one path, and there's no right or wrong here because it is experience. You understand? And it's all about growth, and it's all about experience. And you will be on the right road, but you have to open your eyes and you have to take action. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Thank you. Now, back here. I'm scrolling. Danielle, you still here? Danielle, are you still here? Hey, you know what? I just noticed something. I don't have that nifty neato little logo up there. And Amy didn't say anything. Well, right now, Art, I have asked for... You're welcome, Kathleen. You're welcome. I have actually asked if Danielle is still on here, and if she responds yes, then I'm going to do a reading for her. This is where we wait. And this is my virtual tip jar. Whoops. I can type. You're making pie, sister. What are you making? What kind of pie is Danielle making? Okay. Well, you're getting a card. You take it there. Danielle, did you know somebody that looked shepherd's pie? Oh, Lord. Okay. Danielle, did you know somebody that looked like Santa Claus, but was shorter than what you would think Santa Claus would be? You did? Okay. You did. All right. Got a huge smile on his face. Okay? And he wants to see the card. And he's saying, don't worry. I don't know if it's to me or you he's saying that. He looks too much like Santa Claus in my head. This is wild. Okay. All right. Now I understand. What? I shuffle these cards, everybody. You hear me shuffle, right? This is not a duplicate card, but it is another sword card. Danielle. Danielle. You've got so many markings on you. And there's a little bit of everything in this nest. Danielle, don't cry. I'm being told don't cry at night. I don't know if you have depression or anything, but he says don't worry. You don't have to state it here if you do, okay? You don't have to. But and if you are finding Danielle. My condolences. So is this your dad that I'm seeing by any chance? Any strange, bizarre chance? Yeah, Danielle. I'm sending you much love, okay? Okay. He's the one that looked like Santa a little bit. Okay. Okay. You don't. That's not a comfortable nest, is it? That is not a comfortable nest. There is no refuge here. And that heart has been ripped out. Literally, the string is there. The other side, there should be two here, right? It's gone. Yeah. Danielle, this is gonna sound really wild, but he's saying that, and this sounds really placating again. You don't have to worry. And please don't cry. And if you're going to cry, don't do it behind closed doors. Let people in. That's what he wants me to tell you. And that's why he said, "Don't worry," before I pulled this card, because he's on the other side. He knows whoever this person is, if it is your father, right? He knew what card was going to be pulled, because they see things, they know things, they have a different perception and perspective of things. Okay. Be better to you. He doesn't want you to hide behind a door and cry and be lost in your thoughts. Whoever this person is. And this is no way to live your life in this picture here. You've gone through a lot. The swords are air. So this is where I'm going to step in and tell you. You know that saying, anyway the wind blows? Freddie Mercury. What was that from? Bohemian Rhapsody or something, right? Yeah, that's the way the song ends. Anyway the wind blows. If you get to hear the whole song. The opera, the life, the experience is up to you now. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, yeah. I don't know why that's, yeah, St. Christine. I wasn't going to say this, Danielle, but Christine, her father just passed as well, just about a week or so ago. You know what that means, Danielle? Okay. Because I was a little perplexed by it. Take time to heal. Take time to breathe. Feel your breath. Focus on your breath. You do? Okay. You do understand it. Okay, perfect. Because to be honest with you, I can't even remember what I said, so it wasn't from me. But when it was coming out of my mouth, I was like, what does this even mean? So he wants to make sure that you are okay. So I am to say again that if you are going to cry, you cry and you tell people how you feel. You let them see. Okay? And we're all here for you. I'm here for you if you ever want to reach out. I am. Give me a call, message me, whatever, Danielle, okay? But you're not meant to be alone. And you're not alone. So don't think that. Stop thinking that. And talk to him. He says if you were to talk to him, he could hear you. So talk to him. And this will pass. Promise you. Much love to you, Danielle. You hang in there, and if you ever do want to reach out to me, just give me a call, text, whatever, okay? All right. And Christine is saying this to you, Danielle. You're welcome, Danielle. And if that was to Christine, I'm thanking y'all. I'm thanking you for her too. All right. So now let's scroll back. Yes, Di. But I'm afraid to pull a card for you. I'm being honest. It was to me. Okay. All right. I'm afraid to pull a card for you, Di, but I will. I've been thinking about you lately. And you're like, oh, crap. Yeah, but I have been. Oh. Well. No, and I haven't forgot about you. I'm just gonna call you a line. I'm not afraid. Nope. By the way, you're next, Art. Die. I'm actually afraid to draw a card for you. So I've been thinking a lot of relationship stuff for you. Which, if you remember, the last time I talked to you, I asked you how things were going in Florida. If you listen to my podcast, which again is there, hello, everybody. Hello. If you listen to the card of the day, which I showed you the card, which the visual of it, that was for yesterday. I said, don't kill the messenger. All right? So don't kill the messenger. He retired last week. Okay. Does he have diabetes? What is going on? I'm getting different messages everywhere. Stacy, you want a card too? Hey, listen, everybody. Yeah. Does he have diabetes? It's your card, Di. Ah. Yeah. Pay attention to that. Okay. I can have a whole discussion here about cholesterol and stuff. but probably shouldn't. Okay. The Six of Pentacles for you. Now, let's look at the imagery. You suffer with cholesterol, die. So that's where that's coming from. Okay. All right, so let's look at the imagery. I'm going to like really zoom in here. Woo! Right? So you can see the images. Notice each one is a different form of a mandala, right? Hope you can see that. And these are also two different people. Okay? The safety is being taken. The protection is being taken away. The pentagram, is actually a protection symbol. Okay? So he needs to get checked out. And I'm not saying anything to worry or anything like that. I'm just saying, we all need to take care of ourselves, right? We need to take care of this thing that we're in, this physicality, this stuff, right? That doesn't listen, right? At least that's what I say about mine. This thing, it doesn't listen, right? Now, a lot can be said for the infinity symbol. A lot could be said for all the other things going on in here. But I will tell you this much. No matter what suit in the tarot deck you are in, the 6 is a triumph number. Okay? And pentacles, as we know, are earth and coins. So, some changes are going to have to be made in order to get through a little bump in the road. Okay? And before I even pulled this card, I asked about diabetes. So, there you go. Perhaps it's spending money on a doctor visit. Who knows? Okay? Changing a bit of lifestyle, right? A lifestyle change, a modification. But we also know that there is a road down here at the bottom. Do we see that? So this is a path that's been frequently traveled. Bye, Kathleen. Thanks for showing up. Good to see you. Really good to see you. This is a path that's been frequently traveled. So what do I mean by that? I mean, it's family stuff. And you just said genetic about yourself, but this might be about both of you. Yeah. But again, die. Remember, the 6s are associated with actually overcoming something and taking care of things, like resolve, right? Like resolution of stuff. But notice which coin is being taken away. And that's how I'm viewing it, because it's being plucked, right? They're not letting go of it. It's being plucked and pulled away. So pay attention to how you guys feel. Pay attention to your finances. And get a general blood work checkup. Okay. All right, so maybe this card's about both of you, that since you're so tight-knitted with each other. That's interesting. right. So that's your card. Now, where are you at, Art? You're up. Okay. I hope that helped, Di. I'm just going to say it. Cholesterol medication. I can't say it. I'll get in trouble. I'll go to Facebook jail. Facebook jail. Amy goes there all the time, but I'm not, I don't. Just message me, Di. Okay? You're welcome, Di. Okay. So welcome aboard. Hey, Art. I'm calling you Art. Are you familiar with the sacral chakra? Ooh. No way. Chakra. Yeah, sacral chakra. I shuffled these. You heard me. You guys maybe even saw me. I don't know. But we have a repeat card. The same card that Emma got. Now with you, my friend. You have so much going on in your sacral chakra. Yeah, I do talk about chakras and talk about energies. Now, I want you to look up the sacral chakra. Okay? If you're not familiar with it. Now, with you, there is a certain amount of avoidance. And yes, I know what I said about the solar plexus for Emma when I pulled this card earlier, right? But this is a completely different thing, feeling, reading I'm getting off of your energy, okay? Why are you holding on to stuff from the past so very hard that it's affecting the decisions that you are making? And it happens to all of us. It really, really does. So much so that oftentimes we go and we just kind of close off and go into our head, right? That's what I'm hearing, is that we go way too far into our head, right? And I can guarantee you that, I don't know, do you have any kind of PTSD or any kind of recurring thoughts of like trauma or anything? Because that's kind of like what I'm picking up on. And I was having a conversation a couple days ago, actually, about colors. Because the color of these wands is also really sticking out with me when I'm thinking about this reading for you, okay? And when we are actually starting to have what's deemed as a flashback, or those thoughts, intrusive thoughts, come flying back into our head, right? Yeah, okay. When those intrusive thoughts come flying back into our head, color is actually, it's really strange. And I tried to have a conversation about it, but I'm going to look further into it. But the part of the brain that actually can, how do I put this, comprehend color. You understand? Like if you were to look at like a Van Gogh, you know how many or like any kind of impressionist work, like a Monet, right? You know how many hundreds and hundreds of different layers and different dots of color there are, right? Well, if you were to look at that while actually starting to have a flashback or have one of these intrusive thoughts, and to visually identify, right? Visually look at it, your brain, that part of your brain that recognizes color, would override the flashback and would stop. Okay. Here we go. Would stop the flashback. And that there's science behind it. So, there you go. I'm going to suggest something to you. All right, Emma. It's late for you over in Scotland. Jeez. And I will send you some solar plexus energy, Emma. Okay? So be prepared. All right. Now, since you are an artist, you work with color, then have you studied color theory? Like Joseph Albers and people like that, and the psychology of color. You really need to focus on that. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting from this. I mean, if you are too far in your head, and it's because of these intrusive thoughts, meaning I get it, right? I understand. If you even go to do the dishes and you kind of get zoned out into doing dishes, and all of a sudden, boom, right? A thought comes in and you're like, oh, shit, right? And you're there. You're right there. It's fresh in your head. Well, this is a way around it, is to read and to incorporate different methods of, whether it be any kind of like color therapy or art therapy or whatever. And there is a difference between high art and low art. I don't know if you understand those terms or not. So don't let any of these people that have gallery shows and museum shows, etc., tell you that if they find out that you've gone through trauma, that your art is basically just art therapy, therefore it's classified as low art. That's crap. Because then what's Jackson Pollock? What's Toulouse-Lautrec? What's Van Gogh? Let's go there. They did what they did out of trauma. Read their biographies, their autobiographies, whatever. Read. Learn. Change your perspective so that you are not alone and you have other things to think about and other tools in your toolbox to work with within your personal art And so that the stuff that is pushed into that sacral chakra and just really almost to the point of oppressiveness, right? Like ugh, that it can be released. Because there's only so much that a jar can hold. Think of it that way. And I hope some of this is making sense to you, because this message is specifically for you, Art. Okay, I'm calling you Art. I know that's not really your name. But yeah. Again, this is your card. You're ready to explode? Yeah. Then, if you do start having intrusive thoughts, if you do actually start having flashbacks, it's all right. Don't start blaming you, and don't get down on yourself, right? Don't berate yourself for it, because it's a human response, and we're all human. Okay? Now, there are different methods and different things that you can do for that. And please reach out to me. You can reach me through my, you can actually message me in my podcast, or you could message me on Facebook. And let's see, you can basically find me anywhere. I'm like everywhere. At least that's what I like to think anyway. Although Amy says I'm not in enough places. But anywhere you can find Rachel G. Palmistry, just do that as a tag and I'll probably pop up and you can message me. But my Facebook page, I regularly get messages from it. So, and it's just Rachel G. Palmistry. But you and I can chat about it, all right? Yeah, but you take care of you. And as weird as this may sound, please keep up on your electrolytes. Meaning, don't going and getting Gatorade or some really sugary super salt drink, right? But take care of yourself, because your energy is working overtime. You are doing things in the physical and trying to, like, if you are working at a grocery, right? And you're doing the math, you're doing the register, you're doing the bagging, you're doing all that. And you're talking to people. But inside your head, you're going through some traumatic event. So physically, you are doing that live in the moment action, but the emotion is also triggering an additional physical response. So you are working overtime. So take care of you. Seriously. Stay hydrated. Pay attention to what you are drinking. Get electrolytes in your system. All right. So I hope that helped. All right. Now, oh, Lordy. How long have I been on here, people? Been on here for an hour and a half. What the hell? You guys aren't sick of me yet? Shoot. Let's see. Well, that is it for me tonight. Again, I will be over on Spiritual Psychics TV, SPTV on YouTube. Hey, Nancy, good to see you. And on Tuesday, and that's 5:30. Yeah, I said 3:30 earlier. It's 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. So check them out over on the YouTube. They have a YouTube channel. They also are going to be launching their website really soon. You are very, very welcome. Anytime. Please keep in touch. Okay? Please. I'm here. I truly do mean it. Yeah. Again, this is my virtual tip jar. And notice, guys, I'm not wearing glasses. Oh, Rachel must be getting better. You guys are going to get sick of me. Did I type that out right? As I squint to look at it. I'm like, what? Did I type that right? Oh my God. Stacy, Loretta. All right, I take it you two know each other? Oh, Lordy. Hold on. I'm getting messages from somebody. Un momento, por favor. Ah, was from my mom. Thank you. Thank you for I'm gonna do that. Oh Lord, an Aries. Listen, Stacy and Loretta, I am tuckered out. But if you have time, Stacy, go over to SBTV. Loretta, you've done it. You can show her how to do it. And those readings are free over there. So my sister's the Aries and I'm the Pisces. So I'm like living it up in this Pisces moon right now. It's crazy. The ideas that are popping in my head all the time over the course of the past 2 days. So this is how it's going to work. There's going to be like a little bit of a change. Last time I spoke to Richard, who's the producer over there, he said that like there's there's a time limit on the palm readings because I do actually read palms for free. You send in a picture to him. Like he posts the email that you send it to in the live chat. You do have to have a YouTube account, meaning like how you created a Facebook account. You have to have a YouTube account to participate in the chat. And you take a snapshot with your cell phone of your palm, send it over to him, and he, boom, posts it live on YouTube. And I do a reading. Yes, it's very intense. Doesn't it, Loretta? Now, so there's going to be a time limit to those because you know how I get, y'all. I turn into a chatty freaking Kathy, right? And then I'm going to do super fast tarot cards for like the last part of the show. Like I did last time I was on there, which was like a month ago because I got sick. Whatever. Okay. So everybody, please check out my podcast. Please leave a message on the podcast. Yes, you can do it. It's on Spotify. It's like everywhere, but I don't know podcast lingo yet. Okay, I won't, Loretta. I won't. But just make sure if she shows up, just make sure that, like Stacy, if you do actually show up, say something to Richard, like in the message when you send your photo, say, tell Rachel I'm Loretta's daughter or something like that, okay? Unless you want it to be completely random. Hey, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for putting up with me. Telling you, so many different things happening in the world right now. I have a different website. I'm getting a podcast. I'm going to be teaching a class. Wildness. So take care of all of you. Remember that you are loved. I'm also on TikTok, in case you didn't know. And I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you on Tuesday at 5:30. I swear I keep wanting to say 3:30, but I'm pretty sure it's 5:30. So anyway, that's it for me. I'm going to go watch some sappy movie, and I wish I could run up to Amy's and eat her ice cream that she got delivered by DoorDash. It was by this place called Handles that they make their own ice cream. And they have like little dairy, like ice cream shops, right? Well, she had them deliver ice cream to her. I've never heard of. Only Amy, right? Only in Aries. There you go, right? Only in Aries, everybody. All right. So thank you. Good night, everybody. Remember you're loved. And I hope to see you on Tuesday. And check out my podcast. I'm going to have, yes. Oh, I like their ice cream, Handles Ice Cream, Nancy. And catch me next time. Hey, I will write out spiritual. I don't think, Nancy, are you new on here? Have you ever come to any of my live streams? I don't actually have their channel address over there, but they're a UK-centered spiritualist, or like, there's a whole bunch of different readers, okay? And I'm a part of them. I'm like, me and these two guys from, I don't know where, I keep wanting to say Colorado, but I think that's wrong. But we're the only. Nancy, you saw me at the Hidden Path. Oh, Lord, that's been a while. It's been more than a hot minute, right? Yeah, I'm like, I do one-to-one readings through the computer. Still do private readings that way, and I'm doing a UK thing now, and now I have a podcast, and it's getting a little weird. And I do my live streams where I do random cards for people. So, welcome aboard, Nancy. Good to see you again, Nancy, even though I can't really see you, but you know what I'm saying. So please check it out. I wrote in the name Spiritual Psychics TV, and it's over there on YouTube, and it is at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And like my page, please like, subscribe, share wherever you're viewing it from, because this is on YouTube as well right now, okay? And I guess there's some little bell or something you got to click on Facebook now in order to get notifications anytime I go live. But if you do like my page or follow it or whatever, you'll get a notification. And that's how I'm doing it. Hey! So, let me get back to the comments. So, thanks for coming around again, Nancy. And I will see all of you guys very soon. And remember, you're loved. And I am serious about that. I am serious. You're here. And I don't mean here sitting across a computer or looking at your freaking cell phone. I mean, you exist. Even though this is superbly, super duper chaotic moment in time. Your energy, we're all energy, and you happen to be having a physical experience now. So your mere existence has more meaning than you'll ever be able to fathom. So don't give up on you. Don't give up on you. And know that you are loved more than you will ever be able to fully understand. Because like Plato said, the only thing that we'll ever know is that we will never know. There you go. I love you guys. Take care. Good night.